get concerned if somebody's choking them. They get them in a two-handed choke, for example. The choke might not necessarily be, intended to make them pass out, but it's certainly something that maybe, an angry male might do to a smaller female, or to a smaller male to try and intimidate them. They're shaking them around. They're trying to shake them up some. But either way, they've got a decent grip, and they're not necessarily letting go. You might be having a little bit of lightheadedness because they might be squeezing on your carotid arteries. And so I'm not going to sit here and try to attack the arms necessarily, and there are a lot of ways to get out of this. But one thing I can do is make his head go where I want it to go, and then his body's going to follow that. So I want to end up pushing up and over, just like I'm tipping his head over like that. And as I go and do that, his body's going to tend to start arcing backward. And I'm stepping in, and I'm going to lock in on that foot back there so he can't step away from me. He cannot step back right now. And just to help out a little bit, I'm sticking my left hand behind the small of his back, so I'm pulling it toward me while I'm pushing his chin back. And at this point, he's worrying about falling over, not about choking me. So his grip is going to go at some point as I kind of squat down and down. All right, so he gets me like this. I'm going to get the chin up, and this can still be a strike. I don't have to just push. I can hit him real hard right there. Push up. I lock the hand back here, so I'm getting a hold of him or even get a hold of his material. And then I step up wherever his foot is, and I get a hold of that foot. And now I'm just going to pull towards me with my left hand and push away with the right hand. And I can squat down slightly to help drop a little gravity on him. All right, so if you're looking at how this technique looks without an opponent, what you're really doing is you're stepping in and grabbing, locking behind that one foot. You're pressing against the small of his back, so you're pulling it this way, going toward you, and then you're pushing with the palm of your heel against his chin to make his face and his head go up and over. It's going to arc his neck back, make him get disoriented, lose his balance, maybe a little dizzy. So what I'm really doing is going like this. And I'm kneeling down as I do that to kind of help tighten the circle and make him tip over a little bit more easily. Instead of just standing here trying to do this like I'm trying to push over a tall tree, I'll get down a little bit lower and bring that in toward me. But you have to use the opposing force, the opposite movement, at the same time, and use your whole body like that. So you get a little bit of twist into it. That adds to the power along with dropping the gravity.